Washington. I'm visiting my grandkids, and this is my granddaughter. What's your name?
Grace.
And Grace wanted to cook with me, and so she picked out a recipe, some vegan scones. That's what we're going to be doing today. My name's Annette. I'm a plant-based home chef and a volunteer with Bounty and Soul, where we connect and share and believe in nutritious food. And we believe food is medicine, and we believe in the power of plants and whole foods. So today, this is not exactly a whole food recipe, but it is a vegan recipe, and we're going to be making some delicious scones. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we've got all our ingredients here, and the recipe only calls for a few ingredients. It calls for flour and some sugar, baking powder, sea salt, and it calls for some vegan butter. And I'm going to be using some Earth Balance butter today. Would you mind getting that out of the refrigerator, that little bowl? And we're going to also be using some soy milk today. And so let's get started. Okay, Grace, we need to measure the dry ingredients. We need to measure 2 cups of the flour. So you want to go ahead and do that?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get the recipe over here so I can see it. This is exciting because Grace picked this recipe out all by herself. And we're going to give it a good try here. I think it'll turn out awesome. We got some jelly and some other stuff that we're going to taste it with, and then I'm going to get my other two grandkids, Joseph and Levi, in for taste testing as well. Okay, so you got the flour, right?
Yeah. And
it was 2 cups that you measured. Okay, so now we need to add a tablespoon of baking powder. There's a tablespoon. Now, why don't you stick the spoon into it? Yeah.
Okay.
And then it can be, you can run it at the top there to level it off. So now, we need 2 tablespoons of sugar. There you go. That's going to go in there too. And then a half a teaspoon of the sea salt. Very good. Okay. So I use a whisk. I use a whisk just to mix these up. So go ahead and do that. Now, I asked Grace earlier if she wanted to use her fingers or if she wanted to use a couple of knives. But what we're going to do is we're going to cut the butter into the dry ingredients, and we're just going to use a couple of knives and, do like that inside the flour. So she chose the knives. I'm going to let her do that. You go ahead. We're adding that cold butter. Yeah. There you go. Hey, you're doing good. Very good. I think that's good. So now we need to pour the milk in and quickly mix it up until the dough comes together. So here. Now we need to get our rolling pin out, and we're going to put some of this flour on the surface here. And we're going to put all this on there, and we're going to roll it into a circle. And it's going to be sticky on your fingers too, so you might want to put some flour on your hands as well, okay? And we're going to have to put some flour on the rolling pin to keep it from sticking too. Alright, so we just need this basically in about that thick right here, all over into a circle, okay? You go ahead and roll it. Sorry, but we gotta do this. It's gotta be thick. It's gotta be about that thick, okay?
Okay.
So you don't want it to be thin. We don't want skinny scones, we want thick, fat scones. So now you got it into a circle and it's pretty thick. We need to cut it into 8 pieces. So you're gonna go right down the middle.
Okay.
Not like you did pizza last night. Not off center. You gotta go right down the middle and right down the middle, and then we'll go from there, okay? That's off center.
Can't see her.
Okay, so that's 4. Now you need to cut them all into 2. Yeah. Yay! You did it! Okay, so let's put them on our baking pan. Now these are going to go into a 450 degree oven for, I think, 10 to 12 minutes. Yes, 10 to 12 minutes. So you want to go ahead and put them in the oven? It's the top one. Okay, we'll see you in 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. Well, we put them in the oven a little too early, so we needed to, we forgot to brush them with soy milk and sprinkle them with sugar so that we pull them out of the oven. And that's what we're going to do right now. You wipe them with the soy milk and I'll sprinkle them with the sugar. Okay, now they can go back into the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. So our scones are cooked and they're smelling great and they're looking great. So go ahead, Grace, why don't you get one? I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna try mine with some of that earth balance. They should just flake apart like this. See? Pull apart like that. And I'm gonna put some jelly in there and some of this vegan butter. Doesn't it smell good?
Yeah.
And I'm going to get some jelly in mine. We're going to give it a taste. See how it tastes. Got some jelly on my fingers. Here we go. Mmm. 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 That was really good. The scone is really flaky and crisp, and the jelly tastes really good with it too, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you glad you picked this recipe?
Yeah.
What made you want to choose this recipe?
It looked good, and I haven't had a scone for a while, so.
You chose a very good recipe. I'll put the link to the recipe in the details below. But now we're going to call up Joseph and Levi and have them taste test it as well. Hey, Joseph and Levi, come upstairs. So this is, what's your name?
I'm Joseph.
What's your
Levi.
This is Levi and this is Joseph. And you met Grace already. And Levi and Joseph are going to taste the scones now and tell me what they think. So you got butter right there, and you've also got... It's okay. Go ahead, Levi.
Yes.
And you've got some jelly right there that you can put on it as well. So what do you think about it, Levi?
It's good.
It's good? Grace. Grace. What's so funny?
Made it a little messy.
That's okay. Messy is good. Levi, did you want any jelly on yours?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't like jelly.
Oh, okay. What do you think, Joseph?
Yeah, I think it's like very like, it's got the nice flakes to it and stuff.
Uh-huh. Really good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, just the dough and stuff tastes really good.
Levi?
It's good.
It's good. It's good? Grace is over here giggling a storm. All right. So I want to thank all my wonderful subscribers. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the thumbs up or the bell, and then you'll be notified every time I post a new video. I'm here in the state of Washington this week, but join me next week in my kitchen where I share whole food, plant-based, nutritious recipes with you. This is Annette signing off for now, and this is Grace. Say bye. Bye. Signing off for now. And remember to invest in your health by eating whole, unprocessed foods.